Edinburgh, 2013, a city not unfamiliar with organised crime, but this wasn't your typical Edinburgh tough war this time. A group of Somali dealers connected to London arrived in Scotland with ambition. By the end, one would lie dead in the street and the rest behind bars. It started with unity, it ended with bullets. In 2013, as local Scottish dealing networks were dismantled by police, a gap opened in the market. A Somali crew previously operating from London moved north. Led by Khadil Hussain, Hassan Ali and Mohammed, they saw opportunity in Glasgow and Edinburgh. At first the crew had disciplined product and a good business strategy. Fast cash, fast cars and faster expansion. Within months, they were making 15,000 a week from street level deals. Among their early associates was Mohammed Abdi, not a core member or Somali, but close, smart and calculated. Mohammed Abdi was different. While the rest burned their money in nightclubs, Abdi thought longer term. Abdi quietly broke away. He saw the mistakes being made and built his own crew. Not loud, not flashy, but efficient. It didn't take long for his new operation to take off. He set up new dealing lines, new corners, and suddenly, he wasn't just a former associate, he was competition. There were scuffles, drug cases, flats vandalised and punch-ups between the two crews. Nothing major, but in the background, resentment simmered, especially from those he used to stand beside. The warning came from the street. A contact told Abdi, the guns are coming out. It wasn't just business anymore, it was personal. On May 26, 2013, just after midnight, two cars, a Volkswagen Sharan and a Ford Fiesta, circled the streets of Duddingston, Edinburgh. Inside, a hit team, one from Glasgow and one from Edinburgh, with the gun having travelled from Glasgow. Abdi was in a Ford Focus nearby, with his right-hand man Mohammed Farah. They clocked the hit squad, the chase was on. Through the dark streets of Duddingston, the cars tore through Acorn Crescent. Witnesses saw them hurtle down the road, headlights slicing through the silence. The Fiesta overtook and boxed in the Focus at the bottom of Acorn Avenue. The Volkswagen swung in behind, T-packed, a trap. But it was Abdi and his men who acted first. They leapt from the car with knives and baseball bats charging the Volkswagen. Abdi was seen grinning, convinced his old friends were bluffing. After all, they never carried guns back in the day. He was wrong, very wrong. The Volkswagen then crashed into the fencing outside Acorn Tennis Court. Abdi smashed the window with a bat. Farah stabbed into the car. Ahmed, a rival. Then came the machine gun burst. Shots from inside the Sharan, from a Mac-10 and a handgun. Abdi took 3 rounds. He collapsed, dying of a chest wound, right outside the car of those he once called brothers. The others fled, some in cars, some on foot. The crime scene was chaos, but inside the Sharan, police found 2 critical mistakes: a wallet and a bank card hidden in the linen, both in the name of Mohammed Ahmed. Police recovered a Mac-10 in the nearby bushes. Within days, suspects were arrested. Mohammed was picked up close to the scene. Khadil Hussain tried hiding in a shed, then fled to London. Hassan Ali escaped to Kenya but was extradited. Mohammed Ahmed fled to Somalia but was later arrested and brought back. At Glasgow High Court, all 4 were charged with murder. 3 pleaded guilty during the 4th week of trial. Judge Lord Turnbull described them as men who lived corrupt lifestyles. All 4 received 25 years in prison. It was one of the most expensive murder investigations ever undertaken by Police Scotland, costing over £323,000, barely a month after the force had been formed. This wasn't just about territory or profit, it was betrayal. Brotherhood that broke under pressure, Muhammad Abdi thought he understood the game, but his streets aren't built on logic. They're built on history, grudges, and the idea that old friends make the deadliest enemies. Abdi tried to build something smarter. Instead, he was outgunned, and as long as the demand exists, someone new will fill the gap. This has been the Obscure Beacon. Like and subscribe.